Hello, my name is Jay Birch. I'm president of Prevenio Group, and here at Leafs we try to stay abreast of what's happening in the schools and at homes, and as such we just completed a parent survey. We surveyed both our teachers and our parents of our students, asking what is it that you need? What is it that you need from your teachers? Teachers, what do you need from the parents? And what do you need as far as resources to make working with your kids easier? Well, let's look at some of those results. First of all, of the survey participants, hundreds of folks, we had about 36% of our folks as parents, 64% teachers participating, so good representation from both sides. Let's start with the teacher portion of the survey. Those survey questions completed by teachers, and then we'll get to the parents in just a second. The first one, actually the first two are pretty simple. 100% yes on both of them is very important. The first one, how important are student behaviors to success in the classroom? 100% very important. I think we'd all agree on that. And the second one is, would it be helpful for parents of your students to be involved in a positive way in improving behaviors? And again, 100% very helpful. So teachers saying right up front, behaviors are important. All teachers saying emphatically yes, and that the more parents are involved, the better the opportunity to have successful classroom behaviors. And so when we start breaking it down, then it says, do your students' parents need behavioral resources at home? If you look overall, we have a 91% positive rate that says either absolutely, so an emphatic 62%, 29% saying most do. So that's saying at least a plurality of parents need resources at home. And then if you add the 7% of some do, we're up to 99%, according to teachers, of parents that need resources at home. The next one is, do you think parents of your students would benefit from parent training resources? 84% an emphatic absolutely, 11% probably. So once again, in those high 90s of yes, our parents need resources they can use at home. And so we put resources out there and says, okay, if you look at these, and teachers, would you pass these along to your parents as resources? And the great thing is, once again, nearly 96% of teachers says, yes, we would. If we had access to these sorts of parent-based resources like what we put out there for LEAPS, we would absolutely pass it on to parents. In fact, over 40% of our teachers said they'd pass it along to more than 20 parents. And so when you start looking at the numbers, what it says of the teacher participants, on the low end, they're going to pass along these parent resources to at least 11 parents, and on the upper end, about 17 apiece. Well, that's great stuff. And so when you start looking from there, so okay, well, what is it that you really liked, and what would make, what would be beneficial for your parents? Well, the first thing we looked at were the parent communication guides that were aligned with LEAPS lessons. And nearly 60% said that'd be very helpful. But once again, when you look at the aggregation, we're at about 99% saying yes, that would be helpful. Home-based behavioral lessons, nearly 80%. Yes, our parents need that, very much so. And once again, when you look at the aggregate, nearly 100%. The online parenting videos and trainings, once again, about 70%, with an overall positive sitting about 96%. And then access to the full LEAPS license, you're sitting at about a 55 and 45. So once again, sitting around that 90 to 92% saying, yes, that would be helpful. So now then, let's talk about the parents portion of the survey. And these were conducted and completed by parents. So as a parent, are you aware of behavior problems in your children's classrooms? And look at this. It's disturbing, but it's honest. Nearly half of our parents said, yes, there are significant and disruptive behaviors in my child or my children's classrooms. Another 30% saying, yeah, there are some. And you only have 23% saying, no, I'm not aware of any. So you're sitting at 77% of parents saying that behaviors are a real problem in their children's classrooms. Like I said, nearly half of them are emphatically, yes, they're significant. And so do you believe, parents, that it's important that schools teach social and emotional skills? 77% say it's very important. 23% somewhat important. Well, that's 100% saying yes, with 77% emphatically so. How important is it for schools to teach students proper behaviors? Once again, 77% say it's very important. 23% say it's somewhat important. So once again, 100% of parents say it's important. 77%, very much or emphatically so. Do teachers need resources to help them teach appropriate behaviors? 66% of all parents say absolutely. 30% most do. And so now we're talking about a majority, if not a plurality, of 96% saying, yeah, teachers do need resources to help them teach appropriate behaviors. How important is it for teachers to communicate with parents about what they're doing in the classroom or their processes to teach social and behavioral skills? Look at this, 83% of parents say it's very important to communicate that. 17% somewhat. Again, 100% of parents say it's important. 83% of parents say it's very important. And so if you had access to social and behavioral resources that would help your children fit in better at school and behave better at home, would you use them? So the first one I go is, would you communicate with teachers? And now then it's, would you use what the teachers were giving you? 87% of participating parents said absolutely. 9% maybe. So you're talking 96% of parents said, yeah, they would, with 87% saying they absolutely would. And so once again, when we said, what is it that you would like? What would help you? Well, nearly 80% of parents says the communication guides, those Let's Talk guides that align with LEAP's lessons. 80% of parents said, I would love to have that at home, very much so. Behavioral lessons, nearly 60% said that would be very helpful, with like I say, again, right under 40%, so nearly 100% saying it could be helpful. The online parenting trainings and videos, it's nearly 60% saying that would be very helpful, and once again, right under 40% saying it could be. The online behavioral resources, again, you're looking at about that 38%, so right at upper 90s saying, yeah, that could be very helpful, or very much so. And so as you begin looking and talking about and deciphering this data, go to GoLeaps.com. And if you go there, go to our preview of the new GoLeaps for Parents. You can find it under Solutions and Resources, and pull down some of those Let's Talk guides and videos and webinars. And then when you have questions, don't hesitate to give us a call. You can reach us toll-free at 877-775-3277. Visit us at GoLeaps.com, and you'll find some free opportunities for parent engagement there, and let us know what you think. And more importantly, as you work with your students, good luck, because I think the results of these surveys show, parents and teachers alike say it's very important that we change behaviors now. Have a great day.